Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky. This is coming to you from my home here in Cave Junction, Oregon. Tonight's subject is a Christ on gun control. I am a Christ, and I highly endorse owning and possessing guns as a medium of protection for yourselves and your loved ones. Now hold on, don't get excited. I shall explain this all to you as we proceed in this video. For those of you who have read my original article, Christ on Gun Control, I defy an argument to its simplicity and its logical conclusion against gun control on my website at arkenterprises.com. For your lifetimes, you have been under mind control if you worship the word Christ as it is promoted in the Western world. It is this source of mind control that is the basis for my writing on and off the internet. I use the word Christ to define a simple man or woman of truth, an extreme rarity in our world today. It is an obvious fact that is open to all, but seen by very few, that the average man is no more than a conditioned, robotic, programmable entity. He's programmed by remote media resources which define and order a robotic society through institutionally, satanically imposed man's law. All Christs live by God's law. That is, they live in the spiritual essence of do no harm. They live beyond the confusion and the strife of the divisive, psychologically divisive world ruled by satanic man's law. When one seeks to preserve one's life and or the lives of others who are not capable of defending themselves, it cannot be construed to cause harm to another by resorting to arms for self-defense or the defense of the other. We are all imbued by our Creator with the right to life, the right to liberty, and the right to the pursuit of happiness. Such rights cannot be stripped away by man-made government and its laws, rules, regulations, and ordinances. It is one's duty, yes, one's responsibility to preserve life whenever possible. Look at how mind-controlled minions, suffering under the satanic delusion of mind control, react to my use of the word Christ. It is based in love, or is it based in anger or opposition? In their bass-ackward, split, opposing consciousness, they see it as a destructive force to their lifelong graven images of a mystical Savior who exists to save them from their folly. That is, and always has been, the step into hell, the step into religious and political enslavement. Through such doubt of themselves, they inadvertently and willingly sell their souls for security. They contract their lives away to satanic-ruled institutions and ultimately resign themselves to living an intensely restrictive life of hell here on earth. Such is the ignorance of the living dead the mass of sheeple looking for a shepherd, another to protect them. From the lessons of pain and suffering that goes with living their lives as slaves. A Christ is nothing more than an unconditioned man or woman, one who has risen above the dualistic state of conflict, violence, and confusion. A Christ is one who resonates with the holistic essence of truth and is not subject to the confusion, the conflict, and violence of a satanic, opposing, dualistic intellect. Hence, a Christ knows peace, lives peace, is peace, and lives life as it is, expected of a holistic, truth-based entity. His word is truth. His truth is spiritual law. It is holistic, undivided, and complete. He is not affected by the intellectual harm that inundates nations of satanically, that is, opposing, programmable, robotic intellects, robbed of their humanity. Hence, in their limited lives, there comes a time for satanic implemented man's law and its protective agencies, which act more like tyrants than protectors. People become afraid because of the insane psychological traumas, such as the recent Batman massacre in Colorado. Has anyone noticed the association with a comic book reality? Yet, it is mind control. These comic books condition victims constantly who live their lives in fear because of such satanic, tainted world mindsets, which are imposed upon them with or without their knowledge. They all live under the spell, under the thrall of mind control, and as such lose their humanity and prostrate themselves before anyone who promises them protection and security. When I say this simple truth to one, I say it to the world. It is a simple truth that I speak to all who have a conditioned resonance when I say that you are all mind-controlled slaves. The reason you do not see it is because it is all pervasive and considered to be normal behavior by you and others like you who possess normal consciousness. The world of man is nuts, and you all seem to be very proud of it. But is it nuts? Can something be done about it? The answer is yes. I'm going to give the answer to you. Screw the world, the new world order that is imposing upon your life in its daily increments. Because if you don't, it's going to kill you. Arm yourselves openly. Live life and do no harm. That is the simple remedy to the present insanity which is gripping the consciousness of the Western world. A gun is not your enemy. It is a tool for peace, to be used against those who would massacre you for profit. You have been given the truth by a living Christ. I can do no more for you are your own Savior. You have been waiting for. You've just been conditioned out of your minds to sink to the hell that envelops you. To all Oregonians, let me say that this is a time for action. It is time for you to do something about your problems and not look to another to do it for you. Let the peace of the world arise here and now, in this moment, in this time, within each of you, and spread throughout our country and throughout our world. Arm yourselves. Be responsible for your lives. Begin to understand the true meaning of life, and let us put it into action.